Good morning. It is Wednesday, June 18th, and I'm gonna have a little crash out here that I did not have over on my other social medias. It's almost like for the last year and a half, I've been trying to tell folks that we are heading into a potential World War III and or Civil War at the same time this year, maybe next year. All I got told was, oh, you're fear-mongering, you're being paranoid, you're low vibrational, you're on a lower timeline, just think positive thoughts. And here we are. And today is going to be a big day. So we have a lot going on. It's a lot of aspects, and I don't want to use up all the time of this video to go through every single one of them, but our major aspect of the day is the Jupiter-Neptune square is going to be exact this evening. This is a big one. This one is breaking through your belief systems. It is showing you where you've been lied to, where you've been manipulated, and it is up to you to believe what is before your eyes and make the appropriate changes. Essentially, we have the authoritarian manipulation and lies and sneakiness that's happening with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction happening in Aries. That is in conflict with Jupiter and Cancer that wants to be comfortable. It wants to build for the future. It wants to spend time with family. I noticed that a whole lot of us seem to be baking our way through a potential apocalypse. I made zucchini bread. So there's really this conflict going on here. I want to be comfortable. I want to build for the future with everything else that's happening in the world. And we are likely to see something happen today that like snaps us out of it and makes us realize that we have to change our idea of what the future is going to look like. We have to adjust for that. We have to change our belief systems. We have to change the way that we're listening to our guides, being divinely guided. One of the things that I kind of heard yesterday, number one, take the time to mourn the future that you thought you were going to have. And number two, there is likely to be like kind of this awakening, for lack of a better word, with whatever it is that happens today that's kind of breaking through. For folks that have been having a hard time hearing their guides, a lot of us have been having a hard time with that. One of the messages I was getting a couple of weeks ago was, you've already delivered the message. Now it's time to do something with that message. This is where we're going to see like a breakthrough happen with that. The moon right now is in Pisces, so it is being ruled by Neptune in Aries. There is this underlying fear and anxiety and anger that's building up, and then the moon is going to move into Aries around 5 o'clock this evening, Mountain Time. That is going to put us in alignment with Mars in Virgo. This is very precise action. It is planning your action. It can also be very high anxiety. It can bring about like some freeze type of responses. So really, if you're feeling super anxious, make sure that you're slowing down. This is a time for observation. Remember what you can control and what you can't control. Take that into account as you go through the day. Pay attention to what you can't control. Pay attention to what is happening so that you can adjust for that, because these are big things that will affect everybody and you're going to have to adjust for it. But really, only control what you can control. That is the biggest thing with Virgo. You got to make sure that you're taking all of these other things that are happening outside of you into account in what you can control, but stop trying to fix that as much as you can. Don't let yourself get anxious over it. We can all stand up for what's right. We can all speak up, but understand that you can't actually physically change that. You can only deal with what you have in front of you. Let's pull the cards. What is the energy for the collective today? What is the energy for the collective today? We have the Hierophant, so stay steady. Listen to your guides. This dog is snoring really loud with her nose right in my leg. So we're listening to our guides. We're staying steady. We're just, don't make any changes today. No knee-jerk reactions. It's going to be really tempting once the moon moves into Aries to just react. It's going to be highlighting this Jupiter-Neptune-Saturn square going on. So there is going to be this like desire to take some type of action immediately, but we need to slow down and make sure that we're seeing the whole picture first. We're planning appropriately. So slow down, be steady in what you're doing, and just observe today to be able to plan for tomorrow. What to focus on? We have the Knight of Swords. Pay attention to the information that is coming out. Make sure that you're listening to the whole story here. Again, there is a lot of manipulation and lies going on in the information. So we really need to make sure that we are listening to the information that's coming out. We have a third quarter moon today that's happening at 27 degrees of Pisces. That's in a square to the sun in Gemini. This is really, it's closing out a story that began in March of 2023. New moon of that time was actually at 0 degrees of Aries. So it was like a new beginning of like taking action and such. And you might see something come out today that's really closing that out, where you realize where you've been lied to, where you've been manipulated and things like that. You're wanting to close out that story so that you can start the next one, because our next new moon is actually pretty awesome. So really pay attention to the information coming out today. Make sure that you are listening to everything that's being said. You're listening to your intuition while you're at it. What does the collective need to avoid today? We have the 9 of Cups. Is that we're not going to run towards that Jupiter in Cancer where we're just trying to find that emotional fulfillment no matter what. Be very careful about what you are doing. Make sure that you're not making any questionable decisions just to make yourself feel comfortable. We are very bad at running to whatever is comfortable when things feel uncomfortable. Exes are exes for a reason. Old jobs are old jobs for a reason. Remember why you ended something in the past, so you don't go doing that again just to feel comfortable in the moment. The bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands, so there is this underlying energy of I have to do something, I have to make something happen. So really slow down, don't let that take over and have you making questionable decisions today. Clarifiers for the Hierophant. Clarifiers for the Hierophant. We have the Sun and we have, holy molies, that is a whole lot, like all of these major arcanas. We have the Hierophant. We're standing our ground. We're staying steady. We're listening to our guides. We're leaning on like spiritual guidance right now. The Sun, Death, World. So the Sun, we're shining a light on something. It is exposing something. It is really showing us a path forward. What needs to end? What needs to transform? And these are both cards of endings, right? The Death card is a painful ending that is meant for a transformation, and the World card is ending a cycle. So really this is highlighting where you need to change, what you need to end so that you can move forward. Clarifiers for our Knight of Swords here. We have 9 of Swords. That's some scary information. That's that anxiety. That's that nightmare. And 8 of Cups. So this is that information. Pay attention to the information. It is probably going to be scary. Do not avoid it just because it's scary, just because it causes anxiety. It's showing you where you need to walk away from things, who you need to walk away from, what situations you need to get out of. Really pay attention to what is bringing up these fears. Fear is a survival instinct. It's not low vibrational. I'll keep saying that over and over again. Fear is there to tell you where you need to leave a situation. Clarifiers for the 9 of Cups. Clarifiers for the 9 of Cups. We have the Lovers and the 10 of Wands. Dear Lord, I have the Lovers for myself on the avoid as well. So we're avoiding looking for that emotional happiness. We are avoiding doing the high vibes only stuff today. We're not going to do that. We're going to pay attention to what is really truly happening, and we're going to face it head on. We're not going to go running off into whatever feels comfortable, particularly relationships with people that cause you more work than what is yours. We're not going to carry other people's burdens. We need to take care of ourselves first. This is a put your gas mask on first type of thing. Take care of yourself first. Do not take on other people's burdens. Do not go back to situations that weigh you down. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Pentacles. So this is really this space of making the changes that we need and the adjustments that we need to make in order to be able to get through whatever it is that is coming for us.